Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We've got another extremely powerful and important worldwide broadcast lined up for you. It is Tuesday, the 22nd day of May, 2012. I'm going to open the phones up in this hour and also go over a ton of news. I mentioned it yesterday, but I didn't have time to play any of it because we had 3 guests on and we were cutting out all the cuss words. But we are going to be able to play some of the excerpts of the teacher that they've now confirmed. At first they said it was a conspiracy theory, that another teacher recorded this because they said it was abuse that was allowed to go on and they were tired of it. But the media said there's no way Obama supporters act like this. No one would say you'll be arrested for criticizing Obama. And then now it's admitted and the teacher has been suspended. And so the media is now saying maybe it is bad to talk about a sitting president. Well, I mean, in my film Obama Deception, I have clips of the news out of Missouri where the police chiefs and prosecutors go on the news and they say, if you talk bad about Obama, for example, say he is not a Christian, that is a lie. We will arrest you. I could play the clip again. People don't believe that. In fact, Watson was digging around for it yesterday to add it to his article. It's been like 3 years since I've aired it. Will you guys call Watson because he's good at ferreting stuff and have him send you? There's a Missouri and a Vermont newscast, but the Missouri one is the really hardcore one where they go, prosecutors are standing by to arrest you. You do not talk bad about the new leader. Of course, that was whenever he was running for office. And a lot of people believe this. I mean, it's like when cops walk over to you and say, turn your camera off, and you're like 100 yards away from whatever they're doing at a checkpoint. You go, but sir, I have a First Amendment. I mean, I try to be polite up front. And they'll say, turn it off. I told you to. And I said, I'm not interfering with your activities. I'm here observing this First Amendment. And then many times they say, all right, I'm about to arrest you. And I say, okay, if you have to do that, you may even beat the lawsuit because the courts are so corrupt, but you're not going to beat the ride. You need to just leave my First Amendment alone. Don't you have children? Are you threatening my family? This is happened repeatedly. You know I'm not doing that. I'm saying, do you want them to grow up in a free society? I mean, do you really think you can have cameras all over the street corners and a camera in your squad car and say there's no presumption of privacy in public, which there isn't one, and then tell me I can't have a camera on you? I'm not close to what you're doing, so stop bucking up to me. You really are acting in a shameful fashion. I mean, I've had those exact conversations. In fact, some of them are on video. Tried to protest Perry once, and they had the riot cops getting dressed across the street. And I said, listen, I don't need a permit. The city's lost a bunch of lawsuits over this. We're not blocking the road. I would need one for that. We're not blocking the road or the entrance of this hotel. This is a public street. All right, we're going to arrest you. And I said, man, you are such a criminal. I said, how dare you try to destroy my country like that? He said, that's it, I'm going to have you arrested. And then the media was there. And I go, he just said he's going to have me arrested. And the media goes over a local newspaper and said, did you just say you'd have him arrested? No, I did not. And that's when I blew up, and I shouldn't have. I started screaming at him and calling him a scumbag and everything else and lost my composure. I mean, he was wrong at that point for lying. I was wrong at that point for escalating it and getting emotional. I just need to learn control. It's just that he's sitting there on video. There's video of this on YouTube. And this goes on and on and on, him saying he's going to arrest us. And then the newspaper comes over and says, is that true? No, I didn't say that. It's like, wow. No wonder you are a captain. No wonder you're in charge. I mean, my goodness, how creepy is that? Speaking of creepy, even CBS News admits the police beat peaceful protesters all over the city. It's images of fat police women beating people. It's amazing. Also, NATO 3 say evidence against them planted in their apartment. Oh, the government wouldn't plant things in your apartment. Come on. Come on. A conspiracy theory. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Big show lined up. All over the United States, society is degenerating. Families are falling apart. The culture is falling apart. All of this has been done by design. And police departments that don't fall to corruption are fighting the federal globalist takeover. Many others have fully succumbed. I am seeing footage sent in to us from all over the country, police telling people that they can't film them in public and coming over and threatening to beat them. I was just sent footage of a cop threatening to rape a man and then moving in to do it in public. Threatening to rape him and then acting like he's going to do it. I mean, it's totally profanity-laced. No one even has this video yet. This just broke. We're going to get this up at Infowars.com in the next 15 minutes or so. And again, I don't want to just sit here and bash the police, because that falls into the globalist program of where then the good people leave the police force, and it's an us against them mentality, and the police feel like they're being persecuted, and it kind of psychologically puts them into a Masada standoff fortress mentality. We need to reach out to the people in the bureaucracy and explain to them that where this New World Order is going is not a good place for anybody. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, the 22nd day of May, 2012, and we are going to be live here for the next 3 hours. And we're also going to be opening the phones up on any of the issues I raise or any of the issues that you wish to raise. Now, continuing here today with the news, let me just give you a smattering of some of what's coming up. Pistoli, the head of the TSA, says gropers being trained to feel for the crotch specifically. Continuing here, we'll also get into Facebook, IPO, CIA, and Goldman Sachs take the suckers for a stroll. Aaron Dykes last week, of course, reported that it appeared this was going to be a pump and dump with the $100 billion in stock, and it's already dropped tens of billions. And the CIA was involved in setting up Facebook. All the evidence is there, and it ties into Aaron Dykes' prediction of the suckers being taken for a ride, because there is no government. It is corrupt elements of Wall Street who are using crony insider operations to rob everyone through banker bailouts and insider trading. So we're going to be going over that very important report by Kurt Nemo. Another report on the TSA, backlash prompts move away from pat-downs. But they're always saying that they're going to do things like that. Like, oh, we're going to stop groping people under 12. Or, first, we never groped. Or we never strip search old ladies. We never rip off colostomy bags. We don't take little boys' shirts and pants off in public. We don't go inside the waistband. We don't go inside the pants. We don't squeeze your genitals. And then they all get caught doing it, and they say, oh, yeah, we do. We don't pat you down after you get radiation scans. Oh, actually, we do. Oh, there's no radiation from these. Oh, actually, we lied. There is. Oh, we've had them certified as safe. Actually, they haven't and have blocked a congressional investigation. I don't know how a bureaucracy blocks it, but that's just what they do. On and on and on, a culture of total deception. But the backlash is so huge that they're playing possum again, saying they're going to stop, except in special cases, the genital crushing. I mean, they literally squeeze your genitals to find out what they are. And I'm sorry we have to talk about this on air, but this is happening to women, to men, and to children. And many women cry, many men freak out. When they go in the pants, it is absolutely horrific. A year ago, they were actually going in and grabbing in the pants physically with dirty gloves. Because of lawsuits and things, they just now stick it in up to their thumbs. That's about 5 inches with the average hand, 6 inches, and just palpate the outside of the underwear. But if you're not wearing underwear, it's over. Again, in the name of someone might have a bomb. Well, why not have a checkpoint on the highway? Might be a bomb. Well, they are doing that now. Might be a bomb in a hotel. We'll have checkpoints there. Might have a bomb in a shopping mall. We'll have one there. It's ridiculous. Then you find out the people who are involved in running this whole system are the ones financing the terrorist and protecting them and provocateuring. Over and over and over and over again. The 7/7 bombing leader, MI6 on record, a SWAT. The guy handling the Fort Hood shooter and others. Known Pentagon double agent, source Fox News, Associated Press. The list goes on and on and on and on. And again, who stands to gain from all of this? The bureaucracy that gets to grow, the banksters that want a police state in place. Okay, let's continue here. 43 Catholic organizations file lawsuit against Department of Homeland Security. And this is more than just saying Catholic churches, hospitals, charities have to pay for abortions and birth control for people. They're also saying you've got to hire people who, so I guess the Buddhists have got to hire people that work at slaughterhouses and eat meat? No. Does somebody who's gay have to rent a room out to somebody who is a Baptist preacher and anti-gay? No. We all have our own rights, and the system's trying to get rid of that. But here's the deal with churches. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. There is no jurisdiction. Of course, there's no jurisdiction for TSA to be at the airports or on the highways, but they're doing it. There's no jurisdiction for the federal government to mandate sodium fluoride and hundreds of other deadly chemicals in the water, but they do it, including radioactive isotopes. You're a new listener. I'm not joking. Look it up. Reality is so much crazier than anyone can imagine, than I can even imagine. Take America. America, the freest, richest, most prosperous country. We weren't perfect, but we were the freest nation out there. The system, the New World Order global social engineers, going back 100 years ago, Rockefeller Foundation and others, we post new documents every day that are coming out on the Rockefellers from them. They said, what do? We take over medicine. We poison the food and water so that people are so dumbed down they can't resist us. And that's been the program. And so that's how you take the most aggressive, smartest, freest, most powerful nation of trailblazers and swashbucklers and inventors and scientists and ranchers and farmers and that whole wagon train mentality, the slavery, people that came here through adversity, the sharecroppers, the criminals, the political dissidents. That made the most powerful country, the most amazing country, 5% of the population, half the world's wealth. And now as that Wild West liberty goes out the window, everything disappears. Everything starts melting down. Everything starts falling apart. And now they want to come in and say, this nation, with all those interesting people involved in it, but at the core, a Christian worth ethic and a Christian idea to try to keep all that in check. And they're telling churches, you are going to hire people that aren't Christian, and you are going to take that cross down in the town square that's been there 200 years, and you're not going to have a Christmas tree, and you're not because the minority says so. No. The system wants to be able to tell you what type of light bulbs to have, what type of washing machine, what type of toilet, what type of weather sealant, what type of air conditioner, what type of meter outside your house, what type of Christmas tree you can have, what you can do at the school